The complete guide to epiphyllum and how to grow and care for them. Sidegardening.com. Epiphyllum plants are commonly known as orchid cacti, and they come in many varieties. They're native to Central America and the Caribbean, and they're most often grown outdoors. It belongs to the cactus family and it's one of around 2,000 species of cacti found in South and Central America and Mexico. Common names for this species include climbing orchid and leaf cacti. Please like and subscribe for more informative videos. Habitat and range. Epiphyllum's plants are popular houseplants that are easy to maintain. They are also called the orchid flowers because of their flower shape, but they are not related to orchids. Its flowers spreads quite widely and they come in various colors, including white, yellow and red. Plant characteristics. Epiphyllums are hardy, easy to grow houseplants that make an interesting addition to any garden or greenhouse. The flowers themselves are one of the largest of any houseplant, and they come in an array of colors. Epiphyllums do well in bright light and humid conditions but does not tolerate excessive direct sunlight. How do you care for epiphyllum? Epiphyllums can be kept both indoors and outdoors. It's best to plant them late fall or early spring in warmer climates. However, it does best in warm temperatures between 65 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Place your epiphyllum in a large pot with good drainage and water them frequently during the summer months. During the winter, keep watering at a minimum but still ensure you are watering at least weekly. If you live in a colder climate, you may want to grow them indoors, especially during winter. Watering and fertilizing. To keep the plant healthy, you will need to water the plant regularly during the growing season and it should be done at least once a week. Fertilize your plant, using a slow-release fertilizer, but keep in mind that this plant does not need much fertilizer. Also, it is best to fertilize them once every other month during the summer and less in the winter. Epiphyllums typically have long winter dormancy period, often with limited water for months until the early spring. Cultivation and propagation. You may propagate your plant by cutting off portions of the root and planting them in the soil. One of the simplest ways to propagate epiphyllum is to take a cuttings from a matured plant. Shearing a clipping from your houseplant is the first stage in propagation. Cuttings should be at least 3 nodes long and a couple of inches long. Dip the cutting into the rooting hormone and coat the bottom a few inches with it. You may wish to soak the cuttings in water first before coating them with the rooting hormone. After the cuttings have grown roots, split them and pot them separately. Overcrowding can occur if many cuttings are placed in a container or pot. Plant the cuttings, then give its new roots a week to acclimate to their new surroundings by watering them. Flowering and foliage. The plant's foliage is shaped like an umbrella with large leaves that are dark green and glossy. This plant's blooms are large and yellowish-orange in color and are very similar to orchids. Epiphyllums grow and flower best in medium to well-drained soil and are also sensitive to excess moisture. Soil and transplanting. Epiphyllums prefer well-drained soil with good air circulation. To ensure that your plant has thriving root system, they should be planted in a pot at least 3 times the size of its original container. Bear in mind that they do not transplant easily, and you should be careful when handling them. To transplant, gently loosen the soil around the roots with a spade or trowel, then lift the plant by the roots and place it in its new location. Ensure the roots of the plant is moist but not dry. Transplanting can be done at any time during the growing season. During the colder season, you may wish to cover the plants with a light blanket for a week to 2 weeks to keep them warm. Common pests and diseases. Absolutely nothing is more frustrating than having a plant infested with pests or diseases. The most common pest that attacks epiphyllums is spider mites. You can prevent this problem by spraying your plant with insecticidal soap. Likewise, if you have a problem with aphids, you can also prevent this problem by spraying your plant with insecticidal soap. When the weather starts to warm up, your epiphyllum plant may start to develop leaf spots. This is caused by fungal spores carried in by the wind. Also, your plants are susceptible to fungal infections, scale insects, leaf spot disease, and wilts. Infected plants can be treated with fungicides for most fungal infections. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more informative videos. Thanks for watching.